Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Running inside, it's Pryor. Breaks into the open. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game.
Could be an alley. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Pryor. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Here on third down, quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gill. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Yeah, the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route, it's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the threat.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the Rebels are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
To the air on 2nd down. Gets open down the middle. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Run inside. It's Lacey. He stopped short of the 1st down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He'll take it himself. There's a crease. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's reeled in. It's Haas. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Running inside. It's Lacey. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
To the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. On the move. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. There's some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. Love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Ball. Oh, what a cut! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient.
Yeah, the underthrow in this game is trash.
This game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Cook. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looks as if he's going to run it.
They went with the QB design run. The quarterback knew where the marker was to get that first. He dove out. He was trying to get the ball to that point. He just couldn't quite get there.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Rushes on him. Firing to the right, complete. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacy. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. The run inside. It's Lacy. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire 1st half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Looking downfield on 1st down. Wilson open on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down. Now 2nd and 4. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Oh my God.
Throw that one in there. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Got it in the middle, it's Pryor. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He wants to go deep. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone. And that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime. But they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 3 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hoosiers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this group is finally able to get into the win column after starting 0-3.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Gill. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Gator. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games, but you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. this offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. This time he wants to throw. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Gator. They take the lead here in the second half.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Coming out with it, it's Cunningham. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rebels offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Under fire. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's funny how this all of a sudden just switched to flip.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown. down, Rebels.
And he almost underthrew that shit. Well, he did underthrow it,
When you got
truthfully.
a weapon like that, you've got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's ball. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play.
Wilson, hey, Wilson!
Running inside. It's Pryor. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Pryor. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on.
Four yards. Come on now.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The run inside. It's Ball. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down.
Oh, my God.
Fires complete. Turning it on. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on they've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone.
Oh my gosh. He was inside. So how did all of a sudden he not? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
The Gators answer right back.
And this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here.
He should hit him in the back plate.
The lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up?
Oh
here
my
and make
God.
a stop to preserve this win?
Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Passes.
That's how it should have happened first time.
Can't convert the 2, and the lead stays
Hell
at
no.
5.
Too many people. That's how it should have been the first time.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cunningham. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete.
Yeah.
That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Gets the back moving. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
As a defensive guy now, you're always
He
zoomed in
shouldn't
on
be
the
running that.
field.
I don't know why that keeps happening.
Whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down and run.
Oh my gosh. The slipping?
He saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Plucks it out of the air. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first.
Yeah, he
Well
left
done.
him.
And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Oh, bad throw.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Gill. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there and create a negative play.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Great job by the defense, not falling
It still
asleep on
worked.
that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field shrinking is harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing.
Yeah, I don't know how they look this.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Just keep slinging it. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second
Can't defend
half.
a three-man.
And it looks like they've made a few adjustments that time.
Can't defend a three-man.
Get in the
Fucking
backfield,
ridiculous.
Get to him and bring him to the ground.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Quick step and go. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. It's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more. But no question, they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Direct snap. It's ball. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Here's Jaden one more time. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Finds a little space. They'll make the stop, but that first down off the ice, they should be able to kneel this one out.
Okay, everyone gets hung up on
The
block.
nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to